Welcome back. We are up in Marquette, Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula for the Mad Moose Hard Enduro.
Hi.
It's a mass start. Everybody's off. Is loose. It's gravel and sand off the start here in the beginning. Big straightaway of sand whoops. Woo-hoo-hoo! Coming into this enduro cross section, and it is slick on this stuff. It had rained overnight, so things are nice and wet and slick. To start things off strong, we have got these massive tires that are really hard to get over. Finally, my turn to go here. I don't quite clean it. But you can see, so Ryder LeBlond, he's right there, the guy with his front wheel in the hole. That sucks. That's a bad thing. So I don't want to do that. But my back end drops into the hole, which I have to pull it around. I'm just pulling the bike around up here. But the problem is my front wheel's stuck. I got to get it up onto the other tires.
I'm in the race. Just want me to do anything.
There we go. All right. That jacked up the RPMs on my heart. So that's not good. A lot of lifting right in the start of the race. Whoops, man, I am struggling right off the bat here. Look at these things. What the heck? We got hanging tires to duck under. I'm choking. That is an interesting feature. I have not seen that before. The format of the race is actually, well, there's 3 races. And each race you have to finish within 30 minutes of the leader in your class. Each loop is about 10 miles, so 30 minutes behind on a 10-mile loop is pretty far behind. I mean, not only 10 miles. However, I'm running the pro class. Please move me back. Which means I'm going against Cody Webb, for example. Now, he's probably already 5 minutes ahead after that whole tire fiasco in the beginning. Probably more than 5 minutes. So, as long as I don't have any catastrophic disasters, which may or may not happen with me, I should be fine. Oh, but man, look at the trail. Look at this trail. This is up my alley. I eat this stuff for breakfast and poop it out in the afternoon to reheat it. Okay, oh, whoa, cut. This isn't good. This is not good. What am I doing? Oh, man. It's only beginning. Next is another hill here. This is a decent one. So there are a few lines you could go up. I take this wide line. I'm going for it. Oh, man. I'm looking like a squid now. That was a poor attempt. And over there is Will Preston, one of the American Hard Enduro guys. By the way, if you haven't heard of the American Hard Enduro podcast, go check it out. Go! There we go. What is going on? I am not getting traction. I'm doing a lot of bike handling that I'm sure the leaders are not doing. They just went right up this. They're not carrying their bike, pushing and throwing. So I'm already like a smoked salmon. I'm exhausted in the first mile. Now, I did walk a little of the course. This line I kind of scoped out. It felt a little cheap. Everybody went up to the top on the rock. I just cut in right here. And no ribbon. Didn't go around any double arrows, so I would consider that a legal line. So we're into this here, into these woods. And, I mean, I'm telling you, this is some of the coolest terrain. Whoa. But I love this kind of stuff. It is super just technical. There's all kinds of crap all over. Rocks and roots and trees and just gnarly, relentless stuff. But I'm not doing well. I'm stuck. And it's killing me. I'm just working way hard. So things are not starting out well for me. Checkpoint, and there's this rock on the side of a pretty good edge. And I'm not moving. Man. And these rocks were slick. It was slippery to be standing on them. And I fall. A lot of pushing, a lot of pushing. So Will Preston's right behind me, and I'm, obviously trying to stay ahead of him, but I just can't seem to put together anything smooth. Went kind of to the left, and I got on someone's hotline here. Yeah, well, that kind of screwed me, so Will got around me. Now I got to get back over to the trail here. Such cool trail, though. It's so tight and windy in some of these spots. It's very cool. Then you got this big rock, and that stuff was slick with it being so wet. Oh, so we come to this big rock face. Whoa! Will
You good?
gets the bike up, but he has a miraculous, nicely executed slide down. So he had to walk all the way around. He gets the bike up, and he looks back at me, and I'm like,
I'm good. I think I got it.
I think I got it.
I hope that was the right move.
And I'm thinking, well, maybe why did I do that? Maybe I do need his help. But I go for it. I send it. Oh! I'm able to climb up here. I need more speed. I need to hit that thing harder. But as I monkey around, continue picking and throwing around my bike, the A-Riders are starting to catch me. And I'm so defeated so early on with how things were going that I'm like, just go around me. Just go on. I'm just gonna cry.
Go ahead, bud.
Anyway, we keep going, and this is so, you know what this reminds me of is the Canadian Shield. Very similar to the Corduroy Enduro. All this type of terrain. I mean, it is practically Canada. We're so far up here. There's a lake separating it, but this is really like Canada. So this hill was bad. This was tough. I had to wait a little bit, and then it took me probably twice as long to get up this. Wasn't gripping. Like, what the heck am I stuck on? Oh, and I just fall down. I'm so dead. I'm just so dead. So I think Danny Lewis was here. I was holding him up. I think he ended up pushing me a little bit. I had to push the thing the whole way. It was so bad. Oh.
Thanks.
Maybe you can ride my bike for me, too.
Guys, I suck.
Sometimes you just run out of things to say. So I'll just let the video do the talking. Come to this checkpoint.
Good job. Whoop.
Oops, sorry.
Whoa, I can't stop.
Brakes on the left.
Brakes on the right, actually. It's on the right. It's on the right. I was talking to those guys after the race. Really awesome group of people they had up here. The Up Sandstormers. Oh! I should just stopped right there and called it a day.
So discouraged.
Why do I put this on the interwebs? But the terrain, like, this is so freaking sweet. The trail. My riding, not so much. Just observe the trail. Don't pay attention to my riding. It's hard. It's hard, too. Like, I guess I should say that it is pretty hard trail. Oh yeah, nice steep downhills. Some of these are pretty gnarly. And then a lot of these ledge launch things, log crossings. I mean, it's relentless. This is absolutely relentless. You're fighting and pushing and punching your way through every little obstacle. I love it. I am a fan of just some raw trail.
Yeah, right there. Hold it on.
Whoa!
Oh, that's all I had. I wasn't into small talking. I couldn't do it. Couldn't put words together.
Thank you. Yep.
That's Tobin Miller. I let him go by. I wasn't even alive. Oh yeah, look at this stuff.
That was a bad line.
Uh-oh, yeah, shoot.
I think it was here that I hit my limit. I had pushed my bike just too much. Hold up! We gotta stick this thing back in there. I hit the wall. I think this is when I hit the wall. I couldn't keep the bike going in a straight line if I wanted to.
What the f?
Something had pulled my foot off the peg, and it almost ripped me off the bike. That was frustrating.
Something grabbed my foot.
I was overheating. It was so humid that I was to the point where I was overheating. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't get enough air. I mean, this was a bad situation. And so I try to take this easy line. Not a bad line, but I couldn't even get traction here. So I'm on my knees pushing my bike. All right, there we go. Like nothing was working for me. I'm watching this back. Like as somebody who, maybe a new viewer is watching this or something, you're thinking, why are you doing this to yourself? Like, what kind of stupidity? Like, I'm in absolute agony and misery, and it's like, you gotta keep going.
The humidity might kill me.
Ah, look at this downhill.
Five and a half miles. I'm halfway through, approximately.
Halfway through. We're halfway through. Tobin goes back around me. These ledges are sweet. Now, like, if things were going better for me, I could be hitting them, you know, I could be hitting them harder and stuff, but everything had gone out the window pretty dang fast, and it's so, I mean, this is truly survival. Like, I'm in full-on survival mode, and just trying to get through the course. Oh, man, we got this downhill, off-camber, slick log. Not a problem getting over that, but it's getting out of this gully now. It's really, there's not much of a run. And I should have just gone for it. I was definitely having problems with traction. I guess I'm going to attempt pushing from here, which is a very bad way to utilize your energy. This took a lot of time. I mean, I'm burning time away. Oh, I burned. So there was a point where there's all these people, and I just had to fake it to look good. I did not look pleasant, though. I probably looked very unhappy. I was very I was in a very tough mindset at this point. But the camera ran out of battery, and so it was a little bit later on where I was having another moment, and I was just catching my breath, so I said, all right, I'll change the battery so I can capture more of this. But it was this godforsaken thing. I could not do this.
Right.
This is my second attempt. The first one went real bad. Here's the second.
Oh.
Not going well.
Dude, I thought you had it.
Thought I did too. At least we're getting.
So Blake Terry from American Hard Enduro, his friend was out there filming.
At least you're getting good footage.
I was just wadding myself.
Come on, Zach, you got it.
I don't know what I was doing.
Go get it.
I was drinking water. That's Martin Ryerson. So then I go for the third attempt. Oh my gosh. At least I got something to work with here. I don't know, man. I don't know. Look at this. Whoa, stop! Stop! There's Nathan Taylor. He goes right up over it. I had slid. I was starting to slide, so I bailed on it. So then I'm out here in the maple fields.
Yeah, buddy. Go ahead.
And there's Gavin Smith. So I lined up to just hit that thing with some speed. I went right over it, but man.
I suck so much, man. This is so discouraging.
You know, you gotta laugh about it. I mean, you gotta make light of it and just learn from this. So the climax is coming. I don't know if that's the right word to use. The death, whatever, the end of my demise is right here. I get stuck here. This ends me. I couldn't take it. I got stuck, and I was so overheated, so frustrated. I have a breakdown. I have a full-on mental breakdown.
I'm done. I'm so done with this.
I don't like to post my breakdowns, but you know, it's what it is. It's the truth. It's the race. It's what it is. It happens to the best of us. Oh my God! No! Not my proudest moment.
It's stuck.
I was so frustrated that I just started pulling the bike, and I overdid it. Like, I legitimately collapsed. And I mean, I was in trouble. I was down on the ground. I had to cool off. So after a little bit, I got back up. I mean, I always got to finish. But, I mean, it was just, it was over. Like, that was it. I blew it.
That's not, I cannot ride a dirt bike.
Wow. 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 So at this point, I knew it was over. I mean, there's no way I finished within 30 minutes. The way it was going, I didn't want to ride it more. You know, The worst part is we drove 14 hours. It would have been like 12 hours, but we had to go down below the Great Lakes because of the COVIDs. The Canadian border was closed. Oh my gosh! my riding, I actually did have a blast. Besides those few moments, I mean, the trail and the terrain is incredible. Like, I love this stuff. Just things were not working for me. So Tom and Adam pointed out to me that my tire setup is way too stiff. They were feeling my tire after this race. They're like, what the heck are you doing? Are you crazy? And I thought I was in a good zone, but clearly it's not working. Now, I never like to blame my equipment, my setup, because if some professional rider was to get on my bike, they could make it work. Anybody can make it work. So I certainly wasn't doing myself any favors with how I was riding. But regardless, this has driven me to make an adjustment. I gotta try something different, because clearly this configuration is not working. Could all be in my head, and just making the change in itself, you know, that a lot of guys, they'll do that. They'll change something and be like, oh, it's better now, even though it probably didn't do anything. It's just in your head. It's a very mental game out here in the hard enduro world, especially. So this is it. This is the last bit. You come down this really technical creek section. They actually ran this backwards. You come up this in race number 3. And so each race got increasingly harder. Apparently race 2 was insane compared to race 1. And then race 3, oh my god, I don't even know. So I didn't make it. I mean, I had fun. Like I said, minus those rough times. So Adam, our buddy Adam, ended up getting 10th overall. He made it to the final race. Nice ride, Adam. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you at the next race. That is Battle of the Goats. I'm very behind on all these videos, but we're working on getting through them. We'll see you there.